Yeah, bro. How are you? Just before you. Black man who is our running to know. Abrafuni who the white man say. And they are not ready to engage. They are ready to share the glory with him. But John Dramani Mahama, France for the new moon decide, oh, can I know be careful. Because now say, Omo say, oh, why your eye open among Africans? And they are trying to use that as an advantage. Ebia, Mukabe, you watching Ankuni Akwati Asama Yempese better. And they will also try to influence you, please. And disappointed. One of Musa we John, Kwame Nkrumah John Ababu, John the joy giver. Mahama gives the hope. Don't let them find it difficult. Ghana say on pensem hunu se say no on fa hone we abrofo ye foreign powers veto power. John Dramani Mahama so needs time for bullshit. You heard me right. Ghana has withdrawn from the Africa Energy Summit in London, citing discriminatory hiring practice and the exclusion of African professionals from key decision-making roles. All because Kai say at UN, John Dramani Mahama say, and 54 different countries in Africa. Yet, mono eba security a mo kasa yenka ho bi, eba health a mo decide ni ho bi. Mo wia na mo be dampe bibia to yeso. Ni adi atum. Time has come. Say you be end this nsebunu no. If you regard us as a continent, can the 6 continents in ho and the mum tia say yen the second largest continent. In terms of a friend is saying the number of countries, 54 different countries in the go Africa. Or 1.4 billion. The second in terms of population. In the Argentina, time. Edu se mu take decision na mo yefrim. Now, we the Africa Energy Summit in London. Omo edi sam komo yi. Omo yo madwen say omo amanfo am say omo fo omo. Na omo di nkomo no. E kira mansan. John Dramani Mahama and the foreign affairs minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa some bonus so. And the Omo furu Accra ne say Africa for I think e form e kono Africa Energy Summit. Nenso Africans are African professionals say form e komo mu go timi chire when it comes to friends saying energy hu sem ometima ma expertise e beto asumu e betimi dem na aye policy na abo me no mienu no check kai abrafo na yomani o wan fi mi fi nduku na say enye live bia na mo kan na mo na mo be mi roboko na we na Ghana say agenda no one when John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency the President, John Ababi John Kwame Nkrumah, Okojina UN and all culture of say Africa it deserves reparation. Africa it deserves say yema slave that transatlantic slave trade no. A friend is the gravest crime against humanity no. At that same podium now no, that same podium now so no all can say. As I say yema Africans. Take the issue now and then we are going to speak about Africa and name about Africa. When it comes to energy, we and infrastructure problems cause. Then we didn't have a single African professionals. And John Dramani Mahama said, "We unsu say Ghana nino hianu Africa." I say, man, he say no. I say what an African president. The idea. Yebenya United States of Africa near president. Now I know Anna John Dramani Mahama. I take that opportunity. Say the Accra Research Initiative. One announces say Obenya 18-member high-level panel co-chaired by Peter Piot and 3 others are proposing reforms in the global health order. Historically, say no papa no as the way be history. History in the making. The man is making his own history. Historically, Ebeye treated as global South government as passive takers rather than sovereign actors. We both tin ya mikeni na say John Dramani Mahama say onya 8-member high-level panel. Ebe co-chaired by Peter Piot and 3 others. Now, go propose global health. Eba ya pomudin sema o se ye twa yabo, ye gya ye ho, ye nka ho bi, ye kan ye nka bi. And ohun de ntia, eno no be ma a kire say ye omo respect ye. Sa passive takers, as ye de ye tiwo bi ba ye nka bi. Na me ko bi ma nka bi no ye san ye wo kasa ye kan sa o. Me ko bi ma nka bi de se nenkenye. Ko bi ko de se o ka bi. And ama ya kwa se de bia no ye de ye ya manfofofo bi se 54 bia ya ba na ye de betie de nyansafo no wo ka omo ka wi ana omo sore na omo ko ne yeso ye ko no emre na twam ye be something different. Enti the Accra Research Secretariat na John Dramani Mahama initiate here after so of free UN ebe pie mo Ghana no na the agenda ni na say eba ye health ye tiwani ye WHO US for catch no mo say Oma withdraw the funding. How many certain vaccines like polio vaccines edema Africa for Jomajai. Na me simu nuebo. Nyani na agu mukrum. Ahamani na haya na wo. Na so obetwan na obro ni kokko ma che ya fechiri gongon. Abe ma vaccine ansa na wagi atum. As you need doctors for her, as you need scientists for her, as you need laboratory technicians and expertise for her. When John Dramani Mahama said this nonsense must stop, Africa for leaders, Mundamura, Young Kambum, Yenya excessive spending, your corruption, now your way countries. You manage the economy very well. Then make sure say, you able contributing for your own health. Inti, sound common on. Ana John Dramani Mahama ekwa ko di sere bia UN for ebeje tu say ene eba national and global health issues are Africans will be involved like other countries are involved. Yes, your professionals for her, you need before her, you need for her. We can speak for ourselves. Yen try more de bia no na edru no maya breye last year na no mo de ba no de di wo America phone ko de di wo Germany ni telephone ko de break ko daki aye pe free nti eso yonko na office nke ti wo bia ye beti san kwa asem na se baby omu trans ya no mo am koye omu virus no matter get Africa for na say omeba no covid ne ba na ma mi bi ono te akura se edika discover covid ne duru say hypertension ti ne ma no so ya obi agbobi no obi anam ho egom say akola say na vaccine friend say nose mask mi shebi adan so covid dimension no sanitizer so use bi so dey bi eno so covid dimension no say adan so wonu mu aduro no say covid na eba na bro ni krenye nya aduro no so hwe onu apeteshia ye me hyehyehye eba obi okay ye last minute ye wie ana mbrofo na kase ji tumi say omo no muteki alcohol na difficult so menya covid em say and is we are genius problem no solving that anybody the sanitizer is not a too spirit here no use but the bottom line is omo create yare ni bi ho ha e biduru ha yes system here whether ntiemfa malaria it was created say the malaria wa Africa no how is obi malaria wa England malaria better wumi no mienu e betima na tede kwa aduma no broni ba na nko e funeral ka 6 feet underground ko chase so ebi wa ha omo ye de breye fa na mfa de wie na etukwa goduru ha ne ya kosan omo enti na so kwa brochi da unzo omo check wo is how health report omo hia no kra che bank statement I heard yare foforo bi a omo na create ya enkumo aba bikuno. We need to be on the table to discuss issues about health. Na munya yare bi amfa mre. Na John Dramani Mahama ne akodu France Paris. Na on France President Emmanuel Macron why inviting for One Health Summit 2026 in Lyon. na Lyon rather than Paris.
Ouais, il faudrait peut-être qu'il se rapproche.
Just before you. Yes.
Now, John Dramani Mahama ebe co-chair of this high level segment. Now, John Dramani Mahama say money equal chair no. Eh? What was that? Sa unim wasem ka. Yeah, you are even you. One can say 3 way, you are even in ampa, a binuanie. Black man who in South running to know. Abrafuni who the white man say. And they are not ready to engage. They are ready to share the glory with him. But John Dramani Mahama, France for the new mundi santi, who can I know be careful. Because now say, Omo say, oh, why your eye open among Africans? And they are trying to use that as an advantage. Ebia mukabe watching Kuni akwati asema yempese better. And they will also try to influence you, please. And disappointed. One of Musa we John Kwame Nkrumah John Ababu, John the joy giver. Mahama gives the hope. Don't let them find it difficult to believe that the man who gave them the hope some times ago and then were a failure. Then Abrofi na saying Omona new mundi can't France any France President Emmanuel Macron. We a desperate man. Because now saying the countries are never say our Africa. Omo children omo no lusiska. France without Africa, France ni kapre. Kapre community. The John Dramani Mahama, you're very careful. Now, show who ye. More security, mudi na chinso more ni pa. Now, Macron, there will be a bilateral conversation. John Dramani Mahama, any France president, you know Macron, ebe have our Elysee Palace in Paris. Now, I don't know to reinforce Ghana Accra reset agenda no. Accra reset secretariat John Dramani Mahama Diaba no. Omedi hu nkomo abusebusa nsem. Eno ene bema sa nkomo about say global health order no Africa must be part. Nti eno ene be wie sa nkomo no kra. Nti mean say achievable. Ade ebetima obtain nti mpa na ebo say John Dramani Mahama be pim Ghana no. Na Africa good news. Na Ugo piemu ewo France wa John Dramani ko piemu no me say yes the president of the moment. They say bebe ko bia no o say ye na ye jo mama de o say ye na ye jo mama de. They say eno na abrofo Ghana for other African countries for credit nwajim. He say I said this is an African leader. Obenu ye na obi e man fans. I'm say yes. Say who serve as a good servant. Your people will make you a great king. You will serve. They will follow. This should be a true mark of a leader who aims to make sure his people are okay, to speak for his people, not for himself. Now I don't know where's Amaya. Yeah, you better do genuinely. I said, Oba unim bema akro. Okay, bema ne bua funu no already. No be funa no be so nimu. Eno sa no abufu na nko bebia nko baw. Sesi na atwa. Me say e man ka mo sa duro ya. Samo pesa duro zo munsu adwo Mahama. Oka na kran kire pass no osere. Oka krokro si ya no onya de ope. Oko Japan, yenya Japan investors. Oko China, yenya Chinese investors are. Omusesi university amaye. Oko South Korea for BBC university amaye. What's have more opportunity to come and invest? Eti, my president, your president, our president is doing something beautiful. Now, Emmanuel Macron, our France president, the only thing I want to say, oh, may interfere our Africa affairs. I don't know why we even need the approval. Seriously, sometimes I wonder why we still need the approval. If you want to do it, you should go ahead and do it. Don't Trump na bombi baby ano, baby ope bi ano akobombi ope. Venezuela president na wakoche no. Ope so ni Iran for kono to bomba gum. And then was my warning. Says the street of Amuz no mam ya. Of the year of bombi Iran na we surviving there. But Africa as a 54 countries, 1.4 billion population America ni bi no. I know United States of America, different states. I come boom. And I one country no. Yet same small country numbers no. It me decided on person mo wiase. Now Africa 54 different countries. Yet fako. Ye here approval free abrofo. Ye kwa African Union kwa ne kwa na Europe. Ona empenifoɔ no bia won. Se ka se bedi moti a we ni edi matem kwa. John Dramani Mahama ne Ghana as a country I withdraw from the Africa Energy Summit in London, all because there's discrimination be akoso in terms of hiring professionals from Africa. And we are going to talk about energy summit. Now Africa, bemwa, other Africa professional anyway. Why? Do you think this white? I want to respect here. Do they even care about us? And Yanan do we even care about ourselves? Catch me. Our comment section I say John Dramani Mahama, any France president, minister ompe, but Macron, Emmanuel Macron. Saba pane de mo ampe na se mo doso. But me who reason here Ghana and France have any collaboration bia na aya ompe. Catch me. Educate me. Why? Me pese me who. Catch me comment section na say. Subscribe, like it, na share ma unua eso enya bi enwe. Edi no e ba ko pe Max Billion I will naked truth to old Moga Trends Macron. Bye bye.